Hey Harlan, it's Bill again. Getting to jump back in here and talk with you a little bit. So, hopefully you're having a good weekend. I didn't tell you last time I read this to you that we went to the southeast and got to see the northeast southeast wrestling duel. Um, I'd hate to say it, but you could probably go out there and beat some of the kids that we saw wrestle tonight. It was horrible. I mean, they ended up losing 63 to 18, which sounds good for northeast, 18 points, but 12 of those points were from defaults from Southeast not having kids to wrestle them, and they had one kid that won. I mean, one big thing is when we even got there, I said I thought Northeast would win 3 matches, and it was like after they did the announcements and there was two that weren't even going to be wrestling, I knew all I had to do was win one match after that. But it was pretty bad. I talked to one of the coaches afterwards, like really got to get Joe out there to help him. Maybe this summer we can get Joe and his friend Eric from North Carolina wrestle with him out there to maybe go out there and do like a summer week camp or something with the boys just to get them some real practice. I mean, I don't know much about the new head coach. I'm not really all that impressed, but um, girls districts started Friday. I don't know if they're going to have the state girls wrestling on TV anywhere or not. I haven't really heard anything about it, so I mean, I'll keep you informed if I hear anything. So, but I'll go ahead and get your wrist here to you. So we're going to start off with the Great K and A Train Robbery. It's an audiobook, Western audiobook. Next, you'll have Jesus of Nazareth, the movie. I'm sure you've seen this one a few times. I think it was made in the 80s. Next will be the Sea Peoples and the Late Bronze Age Collapse. Then you will get to hear the tyrannical emperors that defined Rome. Then I've got another one of those. It's Mike Warnke, the Christian comedian, alive. This time I'll actually be able to you'll have an introduction beforehand, so you'll be able to listen to him and think if this guy's actually funny or not, because I played enough of them and you didn't really remember him or not. Then we have the mystery of Israel's lost ancient tribes. Is there archaeological evidence for the 10 plagues of the Exodus? And then it'll finish with the Aztecs, A Clash of Worlds. It's two separate videos because it's part one and part two, but we'll probably just give you the individual intro, so then the last two you just know will be on that. Now, let me go ahead and get your joke. This one's a longer joke, so stick with me here with this one. A man was getting a haircut prior to taking a trip to Rome. He mentioned the trip to the barber, who responded, "Why would you want to go there? It's crowded and dirty and full of Italians. You're crazy to go to Rome." "So how are you getting there?" "We're taking United," was the reply. "We got a great rate." "United!" exclaimed the barber. "That's a terrible airline. Their planes are old, their flight attendants are ugly, and they're always late." "So where are you staying in Rome?" "Well, we'll be at the Downtown International Marriott." "That dump? That's the worst hotel in Rome. The rooms are small, the service is surly, and they're overpriced." "What are you going to do when you get there?" "Well, we're going to go see the Vatican, and we hope to see the Pope." "That's rich," laughed the barber. "You and a million other people trying to see him. He'll look like the size of an ant. Oh boy, good luck on this lousy trip of yours. You're going to need it." A month later, the man came in again for his regular haircut. The barber asked him about his trip to Rome. "Oh, it was wonderful," explained the man. Not only were we on time in one of United's brand new planes, but it was overbooked and they bumped us up to first class. The food and wine was wonderful, and I had a beautiful young stewardess who waited on me hand and foot. And the hotel, well, it was great. They just finished a $25 million remodeling job, and now it's the finest hotel in the city. They were overbooked too, so they apologized and gave us a presidential suite at no extra charge." "Well," muttered the barber, "I know you didn't get to see the Pope." "Actually, we were quite lucky, for as we toured the Vatican, a Swiss guard tapped me on the shoulder and explained that the Pope likes to meet some of the visitors, and if I'd be so kind as step into his private room and wait, the Pope would personally greet me." Sure enough, 5 minutes later, the Pope walked in. As I knelt down, he spoke to me. The barber said, "Well, what did he say?" "He said, 'Where'd you get that crappy haircut?'" All right, Harlan. Well, you have a good night. I'm going to get this stuff started for you.